Somewhere, deep inside you, there's a version of yourself you've been avoiding. You can feel it, can't you? That person who's strong, fearless, resilient, the one who knows exactly what they want and goes after it. That person who rises every time they fall. But here you are, waiting, watching life pass by, wondering why things aren't changing, why you're still stuck. I get it. You're tired. You're tired of the grind, tired of hearing the same motivational messages, tired of promising yourself that tomorrow will be the day everything changes. I know, because I've been there. I've stood exactly where you're standing now, hoping for change, waiting for some miracle to come and sweep me off my feet to finally make it all better. But the truth is, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is you. We all have our reasons for hesitating. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's doubt, maybe it's the weight of failure hanging over us like a dark cloud. But you know what? That fear, that doubt, that's part of the journey. That's not a sign to quit. It's a sign to push forward. It's a sign that you are on the verge of something extraordinary. You owe it to yourself to fight for that version of you, to stop waiting for permission, to stop telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it. No one else is going to fight for you. No one else is going to wake up and do the hard work for you. You have to be the one to show up for yourself. I remember when I was in a place where I felt like nothing would ever change. I had dreams, yes, but they felt so far away. I would wake up every morning feeling like I was going through the motions, work, home, sleep, repeat. And I felt like I had no control over it. But one day, something clicked. I asked myself, what if today was the day that everything changed? What if, instead of making excuses, I just took one small step toward what I want? You might be asking, what's the point? The point is that even small steps lead to huge progress. You don't have to be perfect right now. You don't have to have it all figured out. What matters is that you begin. Because every journey, no matter how long or difficult, starts with one decision, the decision to get up and start moving forward. I want you to think about something. Think about the person you were when you were younger, the dreams you had, the excitement you felt about the future, the belief that you could do anything. That person still exists inside of you. They're waiting for you to show up, to give them the chance to finally make those dreams real. But somewhere along the way, life taught you to play it safe. It taught you to be cautious, to second-guess yourself, to listen to the voices that told you that you weren't enough. But guess what? You owe it to that younger version of yourself to rise. You owe it to them to break through the fear, to ignore the naysayers, and to keep going even when the world tries to knock you down. I know it's hard. I know the journey isn't easy, and I know there are days when it feels like everything is against you. But let me tell you this, those are the moments that build your strength. Those are the moments that forge your character and turn you into the person who will one day look back and say, I did it. I didn't quit. Every struggle you face is not a sign that you should stop. It's a test, a challenge, a way of saying to yourself, I am strong enough to push through this. Think about the times in your life when things weren't going your way, but you kept going anyway. Think about the times when you could have given up, but you chose to fight for something better. You've done it before, and you can do it again. But here's the thing, this time, you're not doing it alone. You have yourself. You have the strength within you, and you have the power to change the course of your life. It's time to let go of the excuses. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, because the truth is that moment will never come. It's time to stop waiting for someone to hand you your dream. You have to take it. I know that you've doubted yourself. I know that you've questioned whether you're worthy of the life you want. Maybe you've been told that your dreams are too big, that you should settle for less, that you should just be happy with what you have. But let me tell you something. You are worth every ounce of effort it takes to make your dreams come true. You are worth the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, the moments of doubt. You are worth the fight. There's a story that I always think about when I need motivation. It's the story of the bamboo tree. For the first 5 years, nothing happens. You water it, you nurture it, and you see no sign of growth. But then, in the 5th year, it suddenly shoots up to over 80 feet in a matter of weeks. The tree didn't grow in those 5 years, but the roots were being strengthened. The foundation was being laid. And when the time was right, it burst through the surface. Your journey is like that bamboo tree. Right now, you might not see the results. You might feel like you're stuck, like nothing is changing. But trust me, every effort you make, every challenge you face is building your foundation. It's preparing you for the breakthrough. And when it comes, you won't have to wonder if you deserve it. You will know that you fought for it, that you earned it, and that nothing can take it away from you. So what's holding you back? What's stopping you from becoming the person you know you can be? What is it that you're afraid of? Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. The truth is, failure is not the enemy. The enemy is staying stuck in the same place, living a life of what ifs and could have beens. The enemy is not trying. The enemy is never giving yourself a chance to see just how strong you are. You owe it to yourself to take that chance. You owe it to yourself to step into the unknown, to face your fears, to challenge the limits that you've put on yourself. And no, it won't be easy. But nothing worth having ever is. There will be days when you want to quit, when the obstacles feel too big, when you question whether it's all worth it. But listen to me, those are the days that will define you. Those are the days when you show the world what you're made of. You have one life, one shot, and you owe it to you. Imagine what your life could look like if you stopped making excuses. Imagine what you could achieve if you decided right now that you're done waiting. Imagine the person you would become if you kept going, no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many challenges you face. This is your moment. This is your time. And I don't want you to let it slip away. Because the truth is, you're stronger than you think. You're capable of more than you ever realize. And the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to act. So make that decision. Step into your power. Fight for the life you deserve. You owe it to yourself to make today the day everything changes. And remember, if you don't fight for yourself, who will? If you don't believe in yourself, who will? If you don't chase your dreams, no one else will chase them for you. The only person you need to prove anything to is you. So what will you do now? Will you continue waiting or will you rise? The choice is yours. But one thing is for sure, you owe it to yourself to try. This is your time. You owe it to you.